I'm just gonna cover that. Okay, wow, this is a very weird angle. Hi guys, welcome to another video. There's really nice lighting at the moment. We've got the sun shining in through the front a little bit, like through the curtains. I've got the curtains up because we are in a residential area. People can hear me actually if they walk past. Just in this here, there's a lot going on here. This is like, we've got lots of little hooks here and we just hang things in here when we come in, like our umbrella, brush. So in this video, I'm working on digital downloads. I didn't really film an intro for it, so I'm filming that now at the end of everything. But I really want to share with you what I've done, the process and stuff, which I did film. So it's actually laundry day today, and I'm going to take our laundry over to where we normally wash it, and the machines are out of order, so I've got everything everywhere. It's not urgent washing, but it would have been nice to get it done today, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I don't know how long it's going to be out of order for. I was looking up the laundrette, kind of near here, but I can't really go there with the dogs, so I'm gonna have to wait till Jack finishes work. Luckily he finishes early tonight. This place closes at 8. Let's hope there's not too many people and we can actually get at least a small load of washing. What do you know, mate? But yeah, it's a bit of a pain because I could have had it all done before Jack finished work, but now we've got to go spend our time doing that. What's going on, Munch? This is not good. This does not feel comfortable. I don't like it. We need to fix this, don't we? I've really wanted to make digital products in my store for a long time. I just wasn't really sure of what I want to do exactly in the format, but now I've come up with a format and I can just replicate that, which I'm so excited about because I've been wanting to do it for so long. Now today I'm going to be test printing. I've got my printer set up in my kitchen up there, and I think if you have digital downloads, you should always test print your prints before you sell them to people. I just want to make sure that they look okay on like plain paper. I don't have any of my fancy paper. So my idea for my first printable digital product came from drawing in my sketchbook. I was going for a little bit of a creative rut and just didn't know what to do, and then I decided to draw these little bunnies and I really liked this, so I thought, oh, I can put him in a card. And then I remembered that Valentine's Day is coming up, so I thought that is the perfect thing to start designing for. So even though I didn't like how this turned out, the paper wasn't really right for this type of paint. It just wasn't holding it very well, so I gave up on this, but then ended up drawing this little bunny on my iPad in Procreate. I didn't realize that I didn't do the paw right where it's holding the heart until I got to the card making part, but you will see how I fix that in a second. There we go. I'm making the display picture, so I don't know if I'm going to make product pictures out of the things. Maybe I'll just initially have it like this because I can make it look like it is when it's folded. To make the envelope look like it's folded, I'm just cutting out each little section and then putting it on top. Because I'm moving these files around a little bit on Procreate, they might lose a little bit of the sharpness, but it's okay. This image is only going to be small and it just demonstrates what you get in your digital download and what it's going to look like when this envelope is folded. I could have made this process a lot faster by just using the envelope colored in with a clear background, but instead I went for the PDF file and put it on top and just erased everything. I realized halfway through doing this, but it didn't really matter. It didn't take that long anyway. Sorry about this filming. I couldn't set the tripod up where I was sitting, so I was holding my phone in one hand while doing this in the other. So what I'm doing with each section is duplicating them once I've erased them and coloring in the bottom layer black on Alpha Lock, switching off Alpha Lock, and then going into the blur tool and blurring that just slightly. and turning down the opacity a little bit on that black blurred layer, and then merging the two and putting them on top, and then it looks like it's 3D and that the paper is actually folded. While putting this together, I realized that the blur looked a little bit too much and like the envelope was unraveling, so I made a smaller blur and turned the opacity right down, and it made it look a lot better, like it was stuck together. Great. Okay. And I also want to get that little heart because that's my little seal. I'm not making these pictures very big because when I upload them to my site, then people can't steal the designs by just screen grabbing it, because the quality will be very poor. I think that needs a shadow underneath it too. What are you doing? So here's how it all looks together. And here's the ones I have up on my website so far. So they are themed for Valentine's, but you don't need to use them for Valentine's. I know Valentine's is next week at the time of recording this. When you purchase these, just download these files and you'll have them forever. You can use them as many times as you want. Just, they aren't for resale, they're only for personal use. You can print them as many times as you want and give them to as many people. But yeah, I just think they're very cute little sets, and I'm so looking forward to making more of these type of things and some other downloadable printables on my website. Here's a close-up look of what the printable bundles look like. The duck one and the mushroom one can be used for any occasion. The bunny one does say Happy Valentine's Day, so that one is specifically for that. But I'm looking forward to making different holiday themes of these type of things and also making different printables. I got that printer there. I haven't set anything up yet, but I've just got it out of the way in our kitchen. So this is our sink, but we have a couple of big chopping boards that we use as our surfaces, and so we can turn different areas into like prepping surfaces, or like if I'm doing art, I can make it for that. So that's what that's resting on. How this is turning out on just normal print paper. I need to get my really nice stuff out of the locker, but I'm really happy with the colors on this. And these are my printables that I'm working on at the moment. I think they're going to be very cute. So it's like an envelope, and on the envelope printable you have this little thing, and it's going to be like a little seal, and it's like very cartoony and cute, and I love it.
Whatever, quit fact checking me. Here's my point. This is the guy that goes on to write all the music for Encanto. I'm talking something we're not supposed to talk about.
I did spill a part of a coffee onto this power station this morning, so I don't know if it's just wet, but listen to this. I'm trying to do some test prints on my printer. So I don't know if you can hear it over the traffic, but there's a fuzzy sound, which is really annoying. And it said it was taking like 900 watts for my printer. My printer does not take that much. At most it takes like 27 to 30 watts to start up, and then it's like 8 watts to use. So what I'm gonna have to do is move my printer over here, hop in the front, start up the vehicle, and plug it into a little thing in the front. And I've never tried that with the printer before, so hopefully it'll be okay. So I've just got that resting there. I'm gonna take my laptop into the front and I'll show you what I mean. I need to grab my keys. Hopefully this works. One time I used one of these and it melted. I just want to make sure my printer is still working. On. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Watch out, Munch. Oh. Okay, perfect. I'm so glad that's still working. Yeah, the dogs are in the way, but it is working. I'm so glad it's not my printer, because my printer costs more than our battery. Okay, this turned out so well. This is the car. I don't have very good lighting right now. It's not the print though, it's the actual camera quality. Wow, that's bigger than I thought it would be, but it's really cute. I'm so happy with that. The final sticker print. Perfect. Now I'll switch this off and I'll just let the vehicle run for a little bit. I don't feel like I should be wasting the power like that. Now I know that my printer's not broken. For cutting your printable, if you have this option, this will be one of the, unless you've got a guillotine, then use a guillotine. But if you don't have a guillotine and you do have a metal ruler and a sharp Stanley knife and a cutting mat, or a surface that you don't mind cutting into, then this is going to be the straightest way you can cut your printable. But you can totally just use a pair of scissors as well. There's so many noises going on outside. I'm parked in the city, as you can hear. Hold down your ruler really tight and then just cut along. Hopefully you have a sharper blade than I do. This one's a bit blunt, so it shouldn't tear if your blade is sharp enough, and that's perfect. Here we go. You can cut this out and glue it to some card if you like, or you can print it straight onto card if you've got some nice printable card to print onto. This is all I have at the moment. This is probably the best paper to print on at home, just basic printing paper, and it's the one by Navigator. I'll put it on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. Now what I've done with this one is put a pink border, and you cut on the inside of the pink border. I just thought it might make it easier to see where you're supposed to cut. You can turn this into a notebook as well if you just print up multiple pages of this. And these will be exactly the same. So if you printed up a few of these, you can glue the tops, and then you can put like a card on the back. You can totally just cut with scissors, just do it slowly. There we go, perfect. So there's those two cards. If you put it into a program, you can print off a whole page of these stickers, so you're not gonna waste a whole sheet of sticker paper. You can also just print it on paper, and like on glossy paper, it will look a lot better. And then just glue it if you like as well. That will totally work. If you are printing onto one sheet of sticker paper, then just print it in the top left-hand corner so you can use it for other stickers later on. I printed this envelope out the other day and I accidentally didn't print to full page, so this is slightly smaller than the cards I made. I just trimmed the cards down, but make sure when you print that you print it to fill the page so the cards will fit into the envelope. If you have a ruler that's thin enough, you can also use this to see where to fold as well. It helps. And there, you glue those two bits. I forgot to bring glue into my van from my locker, so I don't have any at the moment. But yeah, glue these. You can glue the sides here, or you can use the little heart seal.